everyone, it's your girl Stephanie, and today I have my December favorites for you. December was quite a month, a lot of things going on in my personal life, so I didn't really try out too many new things, but I did use a lot of things quite consistently. If you want to see more favorites such as these, please subscribe. Come join the sisterhood. No matter your gender identity or preferred pronoun, come join the family. All right, we're gonna start off with a few face things. First off, I have this Kate Somerville Daily Deflector Moisturizer, broad spectrum SPF 50 plus PA plus plus plus. I've been on the hunt for a moisturizer with SPF in it because it's really bad, but I don't really use SPF on my face, so I just really knew that I had to grab one. Last month, I had my first facial ever at Kate Somerville. It was so nice. I just didn't know what facials were all about, really. They did some extractions and stuff. It was a really relaxing, amazing experience. So if you want a really good facial, I would definitely recommend going to Kate Somerville or finding a location near you. Mine was in LA. But anyways, while I was there, I picked up this moisturizer. It is just a really straightforward daily moisturizer. I put it on right after I wash my face in the morning, and it soaks in pretty easily. I think the issue with these SPFs, high SPFs, is that it takes a long time to rub in, or you kind of have a white cast, and I don't think that's the case with this one at all. It doesn't have an offensive SPF smell. It has like a very slight smell to it, but nothing too strong at all. It's just a really straightforward moisturizer with high SPF. Gotta start protecting my skin, so glad I picked this one up. The mask that I've been using consistently is this one by Jurlique. It is the Purifying Mask, a deep cleansing treatment for oily skin. I really like to use a mud mask at least once a week. I just feel like it really helps me just take out all that dirt and stuff from my skin. I live in LA, so there's smog and stuff. I just feel like I'm constantly being bombarded by a lot of pollution. Jurlique uses natural ingredients, organic ingredients, and this one is a deep purifying clay mask containing sesame seed oil, almond, and oat brands to gently exfoliate. Extracts of wheat bran, carrot root, green tea, grapeseed, and turmeric help protect against environmental aggressors. In its texture, and I think even its smell, it kind of reminds me of the Mask of Magnum-Minty by Lush. Not as minty, but it has that similar texture, and then it dries, and I'll use a damp cloth or like a really nice hot cloth to just like put on my face and then kind of melt it away. And then afterwards, your skin is just left so tight and nice and just like super clean feeling. This mask has quickly just become one of my favorites. Here I have my AC Cleanup Pink Powder Spot by Etude House. Recently I ran out of my Eradicate, which is pretty much the same concept. There's sulfur on the bottom with a layer of alcohol on top, and this is just the best way personally for me to get rid of acne spots. You don't want to shake it up. Pretty much what you want to do is grab a Q-tip, drop it in so the Q-tip gets the sulfur on the bottom, and then you just stick it on the spot. It's obviously not something that you want to wear in the daytime. You can't really layer it underneath any makeup, but it is great for nighttime. I just pretty much stick it all over where I have trouble issues, and it's so good at just killing the acne. This one by Etude House is super similar to the Kate Somerville, Mario Badescu. I think they're all pretty much the same deal with the same kind of ingredients. It does have a little bit more of, I feel like there's some sort of like floral scent in this one. I think they definitely scented this one, and I'm not really sure how it affects the formula, but I feel like it's up to par with the Eradicate, so I'm not complaining. I just can't rave enough about this kind of acne treatment. I don't know why I didn't do this more when I was younger. I think I had a Mario Badescu one, but I just like didn't want to do it or something. I don't know, but like it works so well for my skin now. So if you haven't tried this form of acne treatment, I would highly recommend it. Two pieces of makeup to talk about. First off, we have the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Compact. This is the compact that I've been using all month long to set my makeup. I'm still very committed to my Bobbi Brown powder, but because it's winter time, that powder was getting a little bit too dark for me, so I decided to look into another powder just for funsies, and I picked this one out, and I'm quite pleased with the results. It is much more powdery than the Bobbi Brown one, I would say. That'd be like my only con, is I feel like there's quite a bit of fallout, but it is really beautiful on the skin. You look very seamless, not too much coverage. I pretty much just put this on after I bake, just to really set it all in there. If you're an oily girl, you know what I'm talking about. You gotta just keep on layering those things so the oil won't seep through. If you want just a really straightforward powder to help mattify your face, this is a really great option. Also, I think is great for throwing into your bag because it's very light and not bulky, and it comes with a little sponge underneath for touch-up. So yeah, all around really great powder. Second makeup item is my Tartelette In Bloom palette. I bought this a while ago. I feel like I bought this when it came out, and for some reason I just didn't really touch it after I bought it, and now I'm so obsessed with it. I have been using many of the colors very consistently. The eye look that I have on today, I used Rebel just all around, and then I used Activist in the inner and outer corners just to darken a bit, and I used Firecracker on the very centers of the eyes as well as underneath the lash line. I feel like I've really been playing around with much darker colors since I got my clear frame glasses. Obviously, I'm not wearing any glasses today. I'm wearing contacts, but again, I think it's the glasses plus the bangs. I feel like the bangs made me kind of want to do kind of darker, more smoldery looking eyes. I don't know what it is. It just really goes with it. Maybe it's because my eyebrows are kind of being more covered up, so I feel like I can have another focal point, which are dark eyes. I don't know, I'm just rambling now. I just really love the colors in this palette. Rebel is such a nice, like, dark, rusty rose. There's some, like, cooler tones and warmer tones in here. This one up here, Jet Setter, would be just really great. I put it just all over my eyelids for a very light sweep of color, and just mascara for a very light day. Yeah, I think this is the kind of palette that is worth your money if you want to explore this kind of color palette. My clothing fave of this month has been these Victoria's Secret jams. I have pretty much been living in these. I don't know if you watched my last vlog, but I had strep throat over New Year's Eve. It was so crazy. I was feeling a little bit weird throughout the day, but you know, sometimes some days you just feel like not well and you're like, okay, it's just gonna pass. And I thought it was one of those things. And then I got over to Jen's house to hang out, and around 10 p.m. I was like, I gotta go. And then the next day, the 1st of January, I woke up with strep throat. So I pretty much have been living in these. I guess this is a kind of December into January favorite because I've been living in these, especially when I've been sick, but it's just a nice light flannel. It's definitely not meant to like really retain heat, but for a Los Angeles winter, it's perfect, and it's just super comfy. My only one complaint would be like the button is like pretty low, and I know it's like Victoria's Secret, so they're trying to be sexy, but like sometimes I just want a button like up here. Could they have put a button here? That would have been nice for me. But in any case, it's just super comfy, and I got a small, if anyone is wondering about the sizing. Can we take a moment to talk about a really weird show that I'm so sad that I finished? It's a Japanese anime called Food Wars. It's just like, how do I even start? It pretty much follows the story of this boy named Soma, and he goes to this culinary school that's just insane. And oh God, how do I explain this without? It's just not the kind of show you want to watch with your parents. But my friends told me that it's just like on regular TV in Japan, which I don't really understand how that would be. Pretty much whenever a character eats food that is ultra delicious, they go into a place of pleasure. Let's just say that. It's very strange. They'll eat something and all of a sudden there's like a scene of like all their clothes ripping off and they're like, ah, like going crazy about the food. I would not want to watch a show with any parent at all, and it's so weird and so funny, but also very informative. Like, you kind of learn things about food, about the preparation of food as well, so it's like educational, actually. Not only though is it a really strange show, you become so attached to some of the characters. It's very interesting how that happened. Like, I really felt for some of the characters. I really loved them, or I really hated them. How did they do it? I don't know how they did it. If you want to watch it, it's on Netflix. It's called Food Wars. Yeah, watch it on your own time or with some friends. Just don't do it with your parents. I really lost light super rapidly in this video. I cannot wait for it to be like light until 8 p.m. again. That's my jam. That was my December favorites. 2017 is here, and I really don't know what this year has in store in terms of my personal life, in terms of the world, but I'm gonna try and keep it positive, be optimistic about what the future has to hold, and we will experience this together. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, come join the sisterhood. It would really mean a lot to me. I love y'all, and I'll see you more in 2017.